Hey, what is going on, everybody? Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. If you are brand new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like. And also, most importantly, make sure you tell everybody around you about this channel, because I'm going to be presenting some weekly real estate content that might not only benefit you, but benefit somebody that you know that can use it, all right? So today, I'm going to jump right out the gate and get into it. So today, I'm going to be talking about why brand new realtors should get business from people. Because there's a lot of people who approach realtors and they'll ask them, the first thing they'll ask them is, how long you been in the business? You know, as if that is the only factor that should matter when you're selecting a realtor. And I'm here to tell you guys something. If you're a brand new agent and you've gotten that question a lot of times, and you got people walk away from you because they're thinking in their minds, you're brand new, you don't know what you're doing, I don't want you making mistakes, I got to go with somebody who's experienced. Let me tell you why that could be problematic, okay? Here's some of the things that a lot of people are not aware of. If you're going out there and you're selecting a realtor based on the amount of years experience, here's what you're saying in a nutshell. You're basically saying, I'm going to put my trust in somebody that's done real estate for so many years, and I don't know if they've adjusted to today's real estate. Because let's be honest, if there's a realtor who's been in the business for 20 years plus, the way they did real estate back in the 1990s or early 2000s is totally different than how they did it now. Back in the 90s, there was no internet presence. There was no social media presence, right? So the way that real estate has evolved through technology, somebody who's been in the business for a long time might have a lot of challenges adjusting to today's real estate with all this social media and technology. Whereas a brand new agent who already has those social media skills, they're going to come in hungrier. They're going to come in like, hey, you know, I've already got the social media skills. I just need the proper guidance. And what a lot of you guys don't know is brand new agents are already with top producers being trained once they join a brokerage. Most brokerages, if they're not 100% commission, and I'm not saying all 100% commissions are like this, but most 100% commissions might not be structured like that, whereas brokerages that have split commissions, you're more likely to have some type of training and guidance, and you're going to be paired with a mentor and a sponsor, more than likely, okay? So what I'm saying to you is, if you're a brand new agent, if you're looking at selecting a realtor, brand new realtors are already working with top producers. So all that experience you talked about goes out the window. At that point, it's a relationship business, and it's who you connect with that can help you connect to a home. So yes, while a brand new agent will have some learning curves, so will an experienced realtor. Experienced realtors don't know everything either. Let's just say you get with a realtor that's been in business for 20 years and they deal with residential for 20 years, their whole career. But what if you want commercial property? They've never dealt with that. But then you got this brand new agent who's a jack of all trades. They deal a little bit with commercial properties. They deal a little bit with residential. You know, they do different types of real estate. And even though they only been in it for less than a year, they know more about commercial because they've been in commercial. Whereas that other veteran realtor who's been here for 20 years might have never adapted into commercial. So it's going to be a different challenge. So what I'm saying to you is, don't allow experience only to be the only reason you're like, okay, I like this brand new agent. You know, they were great, personable, but they just don't have experience. I don't want to deal with them. Don't take that approach. Give that realtor a chance. Find out who their mentor is. Find out who their sponsor is. Find out more about the team and the brokers that they hang their license with. Because I guarantee you, once you see all that, you're going to say, man, they got like, this agent works with the top producer that I didn't even know. And you think that top producer is going to let their product fail? No, because it makes them look bad. So what I'm saying to you is, give brand new agents a chance. You know what I mean? Don't do that. And I'm speaking like this because the reality is, it's not something talked about in the real estate world or in the world in general. Every agent, no matter who they are, was started as a brand new realtor. Those are facts. Nobody came into real estate with 20 years experience. They had to start somewhere. So I also want to make this clear, because I just gave you some facts on why you should consider brand new agents in addition to experienced agents. Not letting experience be the only reason, but you have to factor in multiple things, right? So experience is one of them that can help, but at the same time, relationship is just as important as experience. What good is a realtor who's been in the business for 20, 30 years, but they can't connect with somebody? Is that who you really want to work with? Or do you want to work with somebody who just probably started or been in it for like less than a year, but they have the greatest personality, they're eager to help you, and they're going to make sure they get it right, and they depend on their team? And I wanted to say too, here's some other factors, right? I'm saying this because I'm speaking up for brand new agents, because I myself was a brand new agent at one time. So even though I've been in the business long enough now to where I've got experience, I'm humbled enough to know how brand new agents deal with this problem, how they struggle with this issue. So I want to put this video out there to make sure brand new agents are well represented and given a fair shot by people who just don't understand what the structure is with a brand new agent. Once again, a brand new agent will have a mentor and a sponsor in their corner who has years of experience, right? Another thing too, if you're working with an agent that has a lot of experience and that's all you care about, keep in mind they might not be willing to adapt or adjust, as I was mentioning earlier. But not only that, they also might be set in a certain way. Like, they have habits that developed over a pattern of time. So what if their core training was never proper, right? Let's say they got trained by somebody else 20 years ago, and then as they grew in the business, they had these habits from how their training was. If their habits aren't great, if they're not good about following up or good about communicating, you're going to risk having that situation. So basically what I'm saying is, if you have a guy that's experienced in real estate and they've been doing things for 20 plus years the same way, they're not willing to open their mind up to other things most of the time. I've seen it happen on the other side when I'm dealing with so-called 20 plus year vet realtors. They've done real estate their whole time this way, and they're only doing it the way that they knew. And then, unfortunately, real estate evolves. I'm going to say fortunately, real estate evolves, because if it didn't evolve, we wouldn't grow. So fortunately, real estate evolves, and unfortunately, some of those realtors with that mentality, not all, but some of the realtors with the mentality that's been in the business for 20 plus years, they don't evolve with it. So that can be not so great to the interest of their client, because then, you know, the client's not happy and then they want another realtor. And how many times has that happened where a client is not happy with the realtor because they cannot connect with them, because they can't evolve and they can't, surround themselves around to modern standards of real estate. They're still doing things the ways of the 90s, which is not great in today's real estate, okay? So I'm going to end it with this. As much as I've said about giving brand new agents a chance, I also want to make it clear, not all experienced realtors are like that. I repeat, not all experienced realtors are like this. Just like not all brand new agents are going to be the best for you, but they're going to work hard, because some brand new agents might come in and they might not be great. But it has nothing to do with their time. It has everything to do with their personality. If a person's been here for 20 years or 20 days, at the end of the day, if they strive to work hard for you, they're going to succeed, period. Bottom line. Both of them are capable of making mistakes. So don't think that just because it's brand new, they're higher likely to make a mistake as someone who's not brand new. Like I said, there's a ton of realtors out there who's been in it for a while, and they're still making mistakes because they can't simply adapt and adjust to modern times, and they can't connect with their clients. And they've been trained to do things in a way that it hasn't been great, and they picked up bad habits, unfortunately. And then now they're stuck into those habits and training, and now they don't know how to be another way. So I'll give you a quick example before I cut this off. If you had your kid go to a school and that teacher's been in the system for like 20-something years, right? 30-something years, and about close to retiring, and they're not able to relate with technology of kids today. Now, it's no disrespect to them, but let's just say they cannot adjust. They can't modify themselves to today's time. Would you rather have a teacher that's been teaching your student for, in the mindset of how they used to do things back in the 80s, for example? Or would you have somebody that's coming in fresh who has the tools of today's technology to relate with these kids, but they don't have the amount of years in teaching? They've only been a teacher for like 1 or 2 years. I would take my chance on the one who can connect with the relationship with my kid, because I understand that they know how to email. They know how to do certain things. Some of these teachers that's been in it for a long time, I've seen it personally because my kids go to school. I've seen some retire because they're like, hey, I can't keep up with this technology. It's challenging. And that doesn't mean they're not a good teacher, but they understand, hey, if I can't adjust to the new wave, it's going to be harder for me to be effective. So some of them decide to retire. And that's the same thing in real estate or any field for that matter. So if you're not able to adjust and connect, it's a relationship business no matter what. At the end of the day, you're not going to be able to maximize the tools that you do have, whether you've been in for 20 days or 20 years. Bottom line. So do not hate on brand new agents. At the end of the day, I'm going to leave it with this. No matter how experienced of a realtor you are, you came in the game as a brand new agent. Don't forget that. Humble yourselves. Give brand new agents some love. Make sure when you select a realtor, you know the type of team they work with, and you select them based on the relationship that you have. And that right there should be your best criteria. All right, much love to everybody. Take care.